Archaeologists are always digging up all manner of interesting artifacts and objects, because it is how we've pieced together our understanding of the past. But some of the stuff they find is more interesting than the others. And in this video, we're going to look at the best of the best, so stay tuned. Number 15. Mexico City Snakehead Discovery. Well, earthquakes are often remembered for their devastation, but the 2022 tremor in Mexico City also brought an unexpected revelation. A huge stone sculpture of a serpent's head, buried 15 feet beneath a university for nearly 500 years, surfaced during the quake. It weighs 1.2 tons and measures 3.3 feet in height by 2.88 feet in width. And luckily, the head remained amazingly preserved, with over 80% of its original vivid pigments intact. Similar serpent sculptures have been found near Aztec structures in other cities, but this thing is regarded as the most pristine due to its exceptional preservation. Likely once part of a ceremonial facade, it offers rare insight into Aztec artistry and symbolism. The sculpture was carefully lifted by crane and relocated to a climate-controlled storage facility, ensuring maximum protection against deterioration. This find not only enriches the historical record, but also highlights how natural disasters, despite their destruction, can expose artifacts and discoveries that might have remained hidden indefinitely. Number 14. Clay figurine from Lake Bulacan. This more than 3,000-year-old clay figurine was found beneath Lake Bulacan in Italy with remarkable preservation. The fingerprints of its maker are still visible, a detail that humanizes the ancient craftsmanship. Found at the Gran Caro archaeological site linked to the Iron Age Iola settlement, the unfinished figure reveals how artistry and daily life intertwined. Impressions of fabric patterns in the clay suggest it was meant to be dressed. Standing 6 inches tall with feminine features, it was located in an area known for volcanic activity, indicating the settlement existed between eruptions before being submerged. The lake's waters preserved the artifact for millennia, shielding it from decay. Conservation work continues at the site, with some areas open for visitors to see the artifacts where they once rested. This figurine stands as a small but vivid reminder of the creativity, skill, and resilience of the community that lived and worked in its shadow. Number 13. Iron Age Divination. Spoon. 2 millennia ago, on the Isle of Man, this distinctive spoon may have been used in Iron Age divination rituals. There are only 28 known comparable finds like this, and they likely indicate that shamans employed such tools during blood sacrifices to predict events. The bowl is shaped somewhat like a strawberry and features a cross dividing it into 4 quadrants, which is a design also seen in Britain, France, and Ireland. The artifact's form and craftsmanship point to ceremonial rather than domestic use. This discovery offers a rare glimpse into the spiritual practices of the era, suggesting interconnected beliefs and ceremonial traditions across regions. It also reflects the exchange of symbolic objects and ideas between Iron Age communities. The Isle of Man, already rich in Viking-era treasures, continues to yield artifacts that illuminate its role as both a religious and commercial hub. Each new find, whether sacred or utilitarian, adds another layer to the island's complex and enduring historical narrative. Vikings were different. Number 12. Ancient puppets of atop pyramids. At a top pyramid site in El Salvador, archaeologists have uncovered 5 super strange clay puppets estimated to be 2,400 years old. Their location and public setting suggest they may have been used in communal rituals or performances, possibly depicting myths, historical events, or symbolic stories. Each puppet differs in size and form, representing a range of ages and identities. The facial carvings are crafted so that changing the viewing angle alters the expression, demonstrating advanced artistic skill. 3 puppets measure about 1 foot in height, while the others stand 6 inches and 3 inches tall. None are dressed, though 2 smaller figures retain traces of hair and ear spools. Initially considered burial offerings, their placement atop the largest pyramid led researchers to rethink their function. This discovery reveals new aspects of social interaction, ceremonial life, and artistic traditions in the region, while suggesting cultural connections with other ancient societies of similar periods. Number 11. The Melsonby Hoard. Archaeologists near the village of Melsonby have found an Iron Age hoard that contains over 800 artifacts, all around 2,000 years old. The collection included winemaking tools, chariots and wagon parts, 28 iron tires, horse bridles, and ceremonial spears. The range of items offers a detailed picture of the community's wealth, technology, and daily life. Many of the objects were deliberately broken or burned before burial, a practice understood as a display of wealth at the time. The quality and diversity suggest this settlement was far richer than once assumed, likely connected to a trade network spanning Britain, Europe, and parts of the Roman world. The hoard blends practical tools with ceremonial items, showing how daily life, ritual, and status were closely linked. This find adds depth to the understanding of Iron Age culture, revealing a society skilled in craftsmanship, engaged in far-reaching trade, and committed to elaborate social and ceremonial traditions. Number 10. Tumaco-Tolita gold figurine. Near the border of Colombia and Ecuador, archaeologists uncovered this strange gold figurine attributed to the Tumaco-Tolita culture, which thrived until around 500 AD before their settlements were abandoned and they vanished from the historical record. There is no definitive explanation that can explain anything about their disappearance. The piece, standing 9 inches tall, demonstrates their intricate metalwork, including a nose ornament suggesting ceremonial use rather than decoration. 1 foot is missing, with the gold wire that once secured it still visible. Any additional objects or accessories originally attached have not been recovered. The figure has no discernible gender, prompting reassessment of the culture's approach to gender roles. Its elongated skull also indicates the practice of cranial modification, a status marker reflected in their art. This artifact deepens understanding of the Tumaco-Tolita's craftsmanship, ceremonial traditions, and social hierarchy, while raising questions about their cultural identity and the symbolic role of bodily modification in expressing power and status. Number 9. Fish-shaped cosmetic palette. From Egypt's pre-dynastic period, between 3,500 and 3,150 BCE, comes a fish-shaped cosmetic palette discovered among tomb goods. While many palettes of the time were used in life to grind pigments, this example appears to have been crafted solely for burial. Shaped like the bolty fish, a symbol of fertility and growth along the Nile, it features a drilled hole for the eye and another for suspension. Its pristine condition indicates it was never used. Such objects were often placed in tombs to accompany the deceased into the afterlife, carrying symbolic meaning tied to beauty, prosperity, and renewal. The fish motif reflects its cultural importance, linking the object to spiritual beliefs and natural cycles. This palette is not only an example of early Egyptian craftsmanship, but also a piece that connects artistry, symbolism, and funerary tradition in one of the most formative eras of ancient Egyptian history. It is strange, and it's just amazing. Number 8. Roman brooch in Ayrshire. Beneath a distillery in Ayrshire, excavations found a Roman-era enameled bronze brooch embedded in a fortified building's foundation. This placement follows an old custom intended to protect a structure. Similar brooches have been found across Central Europe, the Rhineland, Switzerland, and parts of Scotland, dating to the Roman Empire. Often worn by soldiers, such items secured cloaks and capes, and their decorative designs also reflected status. It is believed this brooch may have once belonged to a soldier guarding the frontier before being placed into the building's foundation for ritual protection. How it moved from the soldier's possession to this specific site remains unknown. The artifact's preservation and craftsmanship shed light on both Roman military presence in Britain and the mingling of cultural traditions. Its discovery highlights the intersection of functional military gear, personal adornment, and symbolic architectural practices in the late Iron Age and Roman-occupied regions of northern Britain. Number 7. Testicle dagger in Gothenburg. Excavations at the Gotha fortress in Gothenburg uncovered a mid-400s weapon known as a testicle dagger, buried alongside other damaged arms. The blade, made of iron, shows extensive chipping, rust, and a missing tip, indicating heavy use in combat. Its birch handle is decorated with circular motifs. The find includes crossbows, knives, and other weapons, all showing signs of battle damage. Gotha Fortress, controlling the only direct access to the North Sea for centuries, was a vital trading and military stronghold often targeted during conflicts. It served as a Viking trading hub before later fortifications were built. The site endured repeated attacks, culminating in its destruction by Danish forces in 1612 after multiple rebuilds. The dagger's condition and context suggest it was both a functional weapon and part of the area's turbulent history, offering valuable evidence of martial culture and craftsmanship in early Scandinavian warfare. Number 6. Zhou Dynasty tomb artifacts. The tombs of Baoji City, which date from 1046 to 771 BC during the Zhou Dynasty, have yielded hundreds of significant and amazing artifacts. Excavations uncovered 45 tombs out of 77 identified, revealing 328 relics that include painted ceramics, jade, and ceremonial items. One notable find is a flat jade disc, traditionally linked to the period, though this example is made of bronze, suggesting influence from the Dongyi people. These objects were often placed in tombs as offerings for the afterlife. Inscriptions on certain pieces point to broader cultural contact and trade than previously believed. Such evidence indicates that Zhou society may have been more interconnected with surrounding regions than was once thought. The variety of artifacts highlights both the artistry and the complex spiritual life of the era. Ongoing research into these tombs continues to reshape understanding of Zhou culture, emphasizing the importance of ritual, craftsmanship, and interregional exchange in one of China's early dynastic periods. Number 5. Unique Viking Age arm ring. Well, now let's go to Trollhättan in Sweden, where a rare arm ring over 2,000 years old was uncovered, featuring a metal core tightly wound with gold wire along its full length. Only 2 other similar pieces have been found in the country, both in the same area during the 1980s and 1990s. Unlike earlier assumptions that such items were imported, analysis confirms this example was locally produced, revealing advanced craftsmanship and thriving trade networks in the region. The location of its discovery, a bog, suggests it may have been a ritual offering. The artistry and materials indicate ownership by someone of considerable status, perhaps a leader or warrior. This find not only highlights local goldsmithing skill, but also the cultural and economic complexity of early Scandinavian societies. Ongoing excavations around the site aim to uncover additional artifacts, potentially expanding understanding of manufacturing practices, ceremonial traditions, and trade in ancient Trollhättan. All right, guys. Now, let's head over to number 4. Ancient hunting toolkit in Texas. In Texas, a cave excavation revealed hunting weapons dating back 6,500 years, making them the oldest known weapons collection in North America. The site contained notched dart tips for spears and throwers, complete dart shafts with stone points, and evidence suggesting some tips were poisoned. Many components appear designed for interchangeability, allowing weapons to be adapted for specific needs. These tools were likely essential for survival in the harsh environment of the time. The excavation took place at San Esteban Rock near the Rio Grande, an area with evidence of human occupation for more than 13,000 years. The finds show remarkable preservation, offering a glimpse into the ingenuity and resourcefulness of early inhabitants. They reveal both the technical skills required to produce effective hunting tools and the strategic thinking involved in creating adaptable weapon systems long before the development of metalworking in the region. Humans, from the very beginning, love to end humanity. Number 3. Christian pendant of King Solomon. At the Hadrianopolis archaeological site in Turkey, a rare bronze Christian pendant was found depicting King Solomon mounted on a horse, spearing the devil. The reverse bears a Greek inscription reading, "Our Lord defeated evil," along with the names of angels Azrael, Gabriel, Michael, and Israel. Dated to the 5th century, the pendant has no identical match locally, though a similar one was previously discovered in Jerusalem. Its preservation after 1,600 years is exceptional, allowing inscriptions and details to remain legible after cleaning and restoration. Likely used as a protective talisman, it reflects early Christian iconography, blending biblical narrative with apotropaic symbolism. The craftsmanship and inscriptions reveal the fusion of faith, artistry, and personal devotion in late antiquity. Now prepared for museum display, the pendant stands as a testament to the enduring role of religious artifacts in both spiritual life and the cultural heritage of early Christian communities in the Eastern Mediterranean. Number 2. Royal funeral treasures in Lithuania. Well, now this discovery is pretty priceless. Beneath the main cathedral in Lithuania, a hidden crypt yielded a collection of royal artifacts, many dating back over 500 years. Concealed behind a loose brick, the cache contained items from Lithuania, Poland, and beyond, believed to have belonged to monarchs. Among the most notable objects is the funeral crown of King Alexander Jagiellon of Poland, who died in 1501. Alongside the crown were 59 additional items, including scepters, royal orbs, medallions, rings, and other crowns. Many were crafted specifically for funerals and related ceremonies, intended to be buried with their owners. Wrapped in newspapers from September 1939, the artifacts were hidden to protect them from Nazi looters known for seizing valuable cultural treasures. The discovery preserves not only exceptional craftsmanship, but also a moment in history when such items were deliberately safeguarded during a time of great turmoil, ensuring their survival for future generations to study and admire. Number 1. Viking gold armband. On the Isle of Man, an amazing Viking artifact was unearthed by an amateur metal detectorist. It was an armband crafted from 8 intricately braided gold rods. Dating to between 1000 and 1100 CE, it showcases a high level of metallurgical expertise achievable only by master goldsmiths. The size of this thing is about 3 inches long and weighs under an ounce. Viking jewelry often served multiple roles, according to historians, like symbols of wealth and prestige, as well as currency for trade. 2 visible cuts on the band suggest sections were removed to complete transactions. This find strengthens evidence of sustained Viking occupation on the Isle of Man and their deep involvement in trade. The island has yielded other notable treasures, including a 2023 hoard containing another gold armband, a pen, a brooch, and assorted artifacts valued in the thousands. Each new discovery further reinforces the Isle of Man's significance as a Viking hub of craftsmanship, commerce, and cultural exchange. If you found this video interesting, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.